How are you? Welcome again. This is Irene Wairimu Musembi, where you meet with Irene Wairimu. Welcome. Yes, this is a new year, 2022. I hope now you've begun the year very well, and you are keeping on well. When I was thinking on what to talk about in this new year, I know most of us, we've done some resolutions. We have written what we want to do, what we don't want to do, what we want to achieve. I know most of us, we have done that. Or if you've not done that, sit down and think, what are these resolutions you want to make for the year 2022? Resolutions, they're decisions you make either to do or not to do something. Yes, it's that time of the year again to learn how to keep your new year resolutions. And most of us, what happens, when we are starting the new year, our spirits are very high. We are so energetic. We want to do 1, 2, 3. We have a list of things we want to do, and a list of things we want to drop. But at the end of the day, come July, June, August, or even December, you've not attained anything. So today, I just want us to think about the resolutions you've done. Are they going to work for you? If the things you want to achieve, have you sat down and thought through the process? Have you sat down? Have you planned your life? Have you sat down and thought of the challenges that you will encounter as you try to achieve whatever you want to achieve? Whether you want to drop something or whether you want to build something. Traditionally, New Year came with so many things. It was styled with a new phase of life. This is the time people think of going back to the gym. This is a time some people want to go back to class. This is a time if you're young, if you want to marry. This is a time you think, oh, I want to marry. And if you are not even courting, you think, I think this is a time. Well, New Year is embraced when we have so many things in our hearts. But my question is, have you thought through of your resolutions? Yes, could be you've written them somewhere. Could be you have them in your mind. But have you thought through on what to do? Personally, have done something in my black book. There's a book I write my things. And anytime I go back, I check whether I'm on course. Because you need to monitor the progress of your resolutions. The new year, the researchers, psychological researchers, sometimes, and they call it the fresh new start. Let me read this word, what they call it, the fresh start effect. The psychologists or researchers has a name for this, of new beginning. Either it's a new month, a new year, or a major birthday and you want to make major changes. They call this the fresh start effect. They suggest that at calendar points like this, like a new year, new birth, a birthday, new month, we are prone to assess our lives and try putting our failures behind so that we start it over again. Wanting to be better people, we long for a fresh start. So the researchers, the psychologists, they call the urge to start anew, the urge to do something in the new year, they call it the fresh start effect. And true enough, we know when it's a new year, all of us, we want something new. Like me, I have some hard nuts to crack this year. Very hard nuts, I'll not tell you, but very hard nuts, which I've written down and I'm saying I have to crack this and that. So, even for you, think resolutions or not. Do you want to have resolutions which are workable for you? Pick all the things you want to do, all you want to drop for that matter. Then you plan. If you want to marry, do you have a girl? If you want to go back to school, do you have school fees? Do you have the time? Especially those who are working. You plan. Apart from planning, do you have the available resources for that? Because if I want to go back to class, I must have resources for that. Then you anticipate problems. When we are doing resolutions, most of us, we don't anticipate problems. We think things will work very well for us. But have you sat down and thought through the challenges you may encounter, the barriers, we call them barriers, the barriers you might encounter along the way? If you want a new job this year, you want to change from job A to job B, what are some of the barriers? Then pick a start date in your mind. Pick a start date. Anything without a start date. Most of us, we think of first week of January, second, third. Some of us, we start from February. Like I admire the guys who go hit the gym the first day of the year. I mean, I admire them because they say, now I have a 3-month plan to either reduce or tone my body or what. And they start off. So pick a start date so that your mind and body are ready for the challenge, all the tasks ahead. Plan properly and let your body, your mind and your spirit understand. I want to start this thing the first week of January, the 2nd or wherever. Then implement your idea. Implement it. If you want to eat healthy, start doing it now. If you want to go back to gym, do it. If you're going to class, you should start getting the enrollment papers to enroll. So, implement the challenge. If you want to drop a certain behavior, same case. Identify the behavior, plan how you're going to do it, and start dropping it. You implement. Then remember your past failures. You know, some of us, we have the same resolution, year in, year out, that I will stop this habit. I'll start this good habit, but I'll never do it. So remember the past failures. Then you sit down. You think, how do I overcome the past failures? I must say, your past will not determine your future. Your past will not determine your future, but it might have some bearings anyway, depending whether you're going to change the habit or not. If you want to be waking up at 4, start it now. Slowly but surely, you will attain it. Put that alarm at 4. Then let your mind and the spirit agree, this is what I want to do. And after that, what do you want to do? So when you realize, remember your past failures, you sit down and then you think through, how am I going to overcome this? And what are the solutions to that? Then you implement. You implement your idea. If you want to start a business, first of all, understand the business. Plan. Have the resources in place. Do your due diligence. And then you implement. So when you come up with goals for a new year, these goals must be attainable. Don't start things which will not be attainable by yourself. Also, they must be measurable. Your goals must be measurable, such that you are able to know from point A to point B to point C. And surely, you need also to monitor the progress. As you try to achieve your goal, monitor the progress. Yesterday I did this, today I did this, tomorrow you keep on monitoring. You can monitor on weekly basis, daily basis, monthly basis, all after 2 months. But I would urge, monitor as often as possible so that you maintain your goal, so that you are focused for that matter. There are areas there are things you can do to boost your commitment to your goals. Sometimes when we are starting something, we are motivated by something. I remember some years back, I can't remember, is it 2017 or 2016? It happened that December. Or either September there. We went somewhere. And one of my children got in the swimming pool. I didn't know how to swim. He was almost drowning, but good enough. We had another relative who knows how to swim. He jumped in and saved the boy. From that time I said, no, wait a minute. I want to learn how to swim. From there, the year that followed, that was my strategy. And true to it, I started by January 2017 or 2016. By September, I had learned all the tactics of swimming. So what am I saying? That implement. So, and there are times you do something out of a certain motivation, certain push. Like for me that time, it was like, oh, I think this is the thing. I need to do it. So there's some ways you can boost your commitment. One, be strategic when to start changing your behavior to the positive direction. Be strategic, sit down and plan and understand what you want to achieve. And when you are strategic, this will inspire you to move forward and also understand what I'm doing. It is going to assist me to attain this and that. Two, and sometimes doing it in specific days. For instance, if I want to start something, a Monday sounds better than starting it on a Thursday. However, it depends with individuals. If you drift off from target, focus on the new fresh start date. So there are people who want to live healthy, but along the way they're back to the junks, they're back to the what, but you still have an opportunity to focus back to the fresh start date. You start it again. Connect with your future self. Connect with your future self. Is it public speaking you want to do? Connect. See the Irene of tomorrow. Don't see the current Irene. Reflect the you in the future. So it is, if you want to change, we tend sometimes to favor immediate gratification, immediate results. But when you start thinking, I am moving from point A to point B, you are able to connect with yourself, the future self. And when something is delayed, we feel that we are not attaining. Simple milestones matters in achieving your goal. The simple things, the simple milestones will assist you to see the future you. Accept failure, whether you have small or big goals for the year. Failure is normal. Failure is normal for everyone. If you do fail and sneak, for instance, if you fail and you miss something, that does not mean that you can't go back and restart it. So, accept failure, don't blame yourself, but when you fail, look for ways of rising again. The other one, plan your rewards. You plan your rewards. which is this thing? How can you reward yourself? Which are some of the ways you can reward yourself? You know, there are times I achieve something. Like the times I'm doing a very tough report. I don't know how to do it. But after doing it, I'm like, oh, Irene. Sometimes even I tell myself all alone, well done, girl. Well done, you have achieved. Well done. I mean, there are ways you can look for. You can look for some ways of rewarding yourself, of appreciating. The small rewards are great encouragement to keep you going during the hardest fast days. I'm telling you, the first days, it will be difficult for you. But as you move on, things becomes even better and better. And could be after that, you can probably reward yourself. Once a week, if you love magazine, you buy a magazine. If you love talking to friends, you can talk to a close friend that, you know what, I have attained this or that. And then I talked about resources. If it's something that you are doing as a family, get the support system to cheer you, to tell you, Irene, you can make it. Irene, this is the way. So you can develop also support system for yourself to be able to achieve. One thing I would also encourage parents, if you're a parent out there, as much as you're doing personal goals, personal resolutions, sit down, also do resolutions for your children, because again, we need to move with our children together. Show them they can make a resolution that will assist them to move from point A to point B. And at the end of the day, you can reward them, although that is not the only way. Way. I mean, you can't give them every time material things, but even a word of encouragement. Sometimes when you tell someone, well done, I celebrate you, you're a great boy, you're a great girl. So also have some resolutions that touches to your children. And if you're a parent there and you're never found in the home, this is the high time. We know how the country is. This is the high time. You make a resolution. I want to make some time for my children. Fathers out there, I want to make some time for my children. Mothers out there, I want to make some time for my children. So that again, you are able to walk with them. So are you planning to make New Year's resolutions? Or have you made your New Year's resolution? Have you sat down and thought about them? Have you sat down and thought about the resources required? Have you thought about the progress? Have you also thought about the milestone? Have you monitored? Or are you planning to monitor? So it is never too late to do your resolutions for 2022. So for me, I'm encouraging you, if you're there, you've not done your resolutions. Sometimes resolutions, they are better when they are written down because it shows commitment. Anything that is written. Some of my friends tell me I like writing so much. And sure enough, I have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks. Anytime we are in a meeting, you'll find me scribbling something because I don't want to keep everything in my mind. So I would request you, if possible, write down your resolutions so that you are able to walk through. After 1 week, you go back to your resolutions, you check through whether you are in the right track or you're progressing well. Many times as human beings, we make plans. But let me tell you, it's only God who will help us to meet our plans or to meet our goals. I want to read a verse here. A man's heart deviseth his way. This is Proverbs 16, verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directs his step. We are the people who plan. We plan to achieve so much in the year. But even as we plan that, do you know what? It is God who helps us. He directs his step. through our plans. So as we sit down, we plan all we have even planned, we've written down our resolutions. It's only God who will help us, who will direct our steps, who will order our steps. He will direct our steps. So as you sit down and walk through your resolutions, from January all the way to December, my friend, invite Jesus, invite God in all your plans. Those hard nuts, the things could be they are hard in your life and you are saying, I must achieve them. Invite Jesus to walk with you in this year, in all your plans. Because the Bible also tells me God has got a good plan for you. So may God bless you so much, my people. Thank you so much for the word of encouragement. Sometimes I meet friends and they really give me good feedback. May God bless you so much. Before you leave, subscribe, share, and like. God bless you. Shalom. Irene is my name. Thank you.